Hi, it's Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, and I'm coming to you live today for your episode number 35 of Forgiveness on the Fly. Today we're going to talk about negative self-talk. First of all, I want to do a little shout out to Jenna who reached out. I sent her a forgiveness card in the mail, so I wanted to again say I'm going to be doing some affirmations from the forgiveness card. And if you'd like to have a forgiveness card, I'd love to send you one. So if you want to reach out to me, I can actually send you one. Just go ahead and send me a message and I'll send one out to your address. So again, this is Tammy and we're talking about negative self-talk today. So we're going to go ahead and begin with some affirmations I would use in the office if somebody came in and they were struggling with the topic of negative self-talk or, just talking bad to themselves and being super negative all the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. I forgive myself for believing that this is just part of me. I'll always be a negative person. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's all my fault. My people were negative before me. My mom was negative, so I'm negative too. Deep breath in. I forgive the people in my past who were negative around me in my childhood, who made me believe that that's the only way people are. They're just negative. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing talking negative gives me power. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times my body just goes into this old pattern of being negative, and before I know it, I'm down a really bad path of negativity, and I can't see anything but the negative. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing being positive doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing positivity is not something that's possible for me. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I already tried that positivity thing and it really didn't work for me. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for being really annoyed by all the positive people around me and the positive people at church and the positive people at my office, and for believing my life is not like theirs. My life is way harder. It's way different. So it's just not easy for me to be positive. Deep breath in. I forgive other people who have an easier life or people that have a hard life and they just positive their way through it. I forgive them for doing it easier than what I can do it. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I can't overcome this negativity. Deep breath in. I say yes to all the negative emotions and negative thoughts and negative words that I've spoken into the universe and the power that I have given negativity in my life. Deep breath in. Without holding space for all the negative words and the negative energy that puts out into the universe around me, I'm free to say something positive. I'm free to claim silence. I'm free to pray. I'm free to just sit in the space without any negative words coming out of my mouth. Deep breath in. And that opens massive space where I can feel differently, where I can just be, where I can practice a pause, take a breath, and recognize something more positive that I could say. Deep breath in. I forgive the people around me who are annoyed by my positive words and actions, and for my positive beliefs about their life when they can't see it. Deep breath in. I forgive the world around me for being negative, for there being more fights and more negativity and more coming against people like politicians and presidents and church members, and just this sense of entitlement that our world has, that we're all supposed to be happy and taken care of without any action of our own. Deep breath in. I ask the other people around me to forgive me for the times I've been negative. Deep breath in. I ask the other people around me to forgive me for the negativity that I have let seep into my work, seep into my personal, and seep into my relationships. Deep breath in. I call up all of the negativity and negative self-talk out of every cell of my mind, every cell of my body, every cell of my spirit, every cell of the soul of my family, and I release it all to the divine love and gratitude of God. Deep breath in. Without the negative self-talk, my body's free to heal. Without the negative self-talk, my kids are free to feel peace. Without the negative self-talk, I'm free to open massive space where I can feel good about me, where I can feel peace, I can feel calm, and I can feel relaxed. Home, at work, or even out in the community. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself speaking only positive words into the universe. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself knowing that words have power and frequency, and that my words and my thoughts become my actions, and that becomes my life. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for every bad word I've said to myself, about my life, about my friends, about my community. Deep breath in. I ask everyone's forgiveness for the things I've thought and said about them. Deep breath in. I forgive the others who have thought and said horrible things about me. True or not true, the negative energy has affected the universe, and it's affected me as well, and it's affected them. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself only speaking positively. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself telling the truth and using respectful, kind, truthful words. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, even if I'm afraid negative self-talk will still take over and it will still affect my world. Deep breath in. I ask my body to forgive me for the things I've thought and said about it that have kept it looking different than what would be best for me. Deep breath in. I say yes to this negative self-talk and the lack of ease it's given within my body, and any autoimmune disorders or symptoms that I've experienced because of this self-hate of my body, of the way I look, of the way of my weight, of my extra whatever that is affecting me. And I release it all to divine. And deep breath in. Without this pattern, I'm free to love and accept myself. I'm free to remember who I am, but more importantly, whose I am, who I belong to, that I'm a child of God, that my words and actions matter, and that He made me. And speaking ill of myself is actually speaking ill of Him. Deep breath in. release this negative self-talk, and in its place, I put positive, loving, peaceful, calm affirmations about what I want for myself and what I want in my life. And deep breath in. Let's do one more deep breath in. Okay, guys, the first part of the affirmations, I used the forgiveness card. If you'd like a forgiveness card, I'd love to mail you one. Go ahead and shoot me a comment, whether that's in the message section or a private message. I'd love to mail you one specifically to your house so that you can have this forgiveness card to help you walk through forgiveness in many areas of your life. You're just going to identify with yourself what's something I feel like I'm struggling with. Do I have a bad attitude? Have I been doing a lot of negative self-talk? And then one thing I do with all of my clients is I come up with like 2 or 3 positive affirmations, and I have them use a Sharpie or a dry erase marker, and I have them write them on the mirror in their bathroom. And then a couple of times a day, you're in there getting ready for work or getting ready for bed, you're brushing your teeth. I just want you to say and think those statements out loud, like, I love and accept myself. Even when I'm afraid, I'll still be negative. That's a great one. You can write that one on your mirror and say it. And then you're just going to take a deep breath in and move on to the next statement. If you'd like some help with your statements, reach out to me. I'd love to know your topic, and I will give you 2 or 3 statements you can write on your mirror that will help encourage you to love yourself more. Thanks for your time today. This is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, where forgiveness is key. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Forgiveness on the Fly.